Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product out the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. We're here with you guys in the building. What's good?
In the flesh, we are here.
What's good?
On a Super Monday.
Super Monday, yes it is.
You know, attendance is always, people call out sick. It's almost like a holiday.
I was actually happy they suspended alternate side parking today.
Yeah, I did, but I think that was because of the president.
Oh.
Because this next week, I think, is President's Day. George Washington and Lincoln, they celebrate them together now.
But why today then?
Because actually, I think it's Lincoln's birthday today.
Oh.
And next week, I think, is Washington, or vice versa.
Okay.
So they just give you free parking.
Got you.
And this is why the All-Star Weekend, I believe, is Sunday.
Oh.
And then they have the comedy shows, and, so you're off Monday. I think, don't quote me on all that stuff.
Okay.
Because, I'm only a 30% accurate individual.
All right. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend. How was your weekend?
Weekend was great, man. Watched some football.
Watched some football. Sorry for being late for the live watchers right now.
Yeah. We we were having a hangover.
Had to do some stuff. Had to handle some stuff.
Yeah.
But we're here. We are here.
We are here in the building, in the fresh. Side note: later on this evening, Katina Washington will be live with us. Entrepreneur extraordinaire.
She was one of our first Urban Excellence stories.
One of our first Urban Excellence stories.
All right.
And so that will be later on tonight. And then tomorrow, Dr. Phil Valentine will give you an extra treat.
We are busy. We are busy.
And then Wednesday, Goofy Times.
Oh, yeah.
Day.
That didn't do nothing. What did you just do? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Button?
Yeah.
Maybe, Mama Dot, maybe we should just go out and annoy them young couples. Just be bothering them and say, like, what's wrong with y'all? What are y'all doing?
That sound like haters. That's what
we should be out there hating on people.
That sound like. All right, so, also we have 28 for 28 happening. Well, 29 for 29.
29 for 29 is happening.
29 for 29 is happening.
And it's starting to pick up its momentum. We thank you for the continued support.
Yes.
I'm looking at an Ashe hat right now. It's fire.
Somebody ordered it. They got to go out.
Somebody ordered that.
How come they ain't go out?
That's got to go out.
Shipping and handling department. We gotta make sure everything is running right.
That's what shipping and handling is.
Make sure everything's running tight over here.
Absolutely.
But thank you. ShopUrbanX.com. $29 or 29% off the entire site. So go check that out.
Go check that out.
The membership, UrbanX membership, 7 days free. We had Super Bowl breakdown by Anya Sora. We called that correctly.
Yes.
That's in there. You go check that out. You can win yourself some money.
And you know something? We may even have them do a post one. You know what I mean? And kind of wrap it all up for us.
So you win yourself some money.
Huh?
I said could have won yourself some money.
Yeah, could have won yourself some bread. A lot of symbolism going on as we speak about the Super Bowl, which we will. And so we didn't have a big, normal, big blowout.
Yeah.
But it was good to see Marcus come through.
Yep.
You came through, Eli, out of see the normal suspects. And, I will say it was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
Any game that goes into overtime
Absolutely.
for a Super Bowl
It's true,
is
it's true.
entertaining
But
because it keeps both parties at the edge of their seat.
This is what I'll say though. I saw the game with a completely new set of eyes this year than I have in previous Super Bowls.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like certain moments, I'm just like, I was just calling like I was calling wrestling matches, like certain spots.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh, that's happening. This is gonna happen next.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just me.
So let's do a roll call and then we can get into that.
That you got your White Castle. He absolutely did,
I
and
absolutely
I judged
did.
the entire time.
I absolutely did. I bought a couple of stacks.
I judged the entire
And I
time.
was
I
like,
was just like, what are we
And
doing
the cool
here?
thing about them burgers, they come right back out. They don't waste no time.
Gross,
they don't
man.
die. They don't you know what I'm saying, sit there and marinate
Gross, man.
and become a part of your system. It's like they know they're foreign to your system.
Yes.
So they go in and right back out.
Girl, I was looking at y'all like, what?
Yeah, in and right back out. That's the cool thing
And
about
everybody
that.
got 3 and 4 in their hand. I was just like, yeah.
That's our annual ritual.
Disgusting.
Only on,
I'll give you that though. So I'll give you that.
only on the Super Bowl we bring that through.
So let's do a quick roll call before that dude that be in our comments.
Yeah.
He get
He get mad and be like, yo, the show starts at 9:42. He started breaking shit down. You know.
Shout out to him.
Austin, Texas in the building.
Jacksonville, Florida was good.
GA's
Bahamas
in the building.
Bahamas was
Roll
good.
Tide. Okay, Oakland in the building.
Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin was
Fort
good.
Lauderdale by way of Washington Heights.
LA,
The Heights in the building.
What's
Springfield,
good?
Massachusetts.
Johns Island, South Carolina.
Bodymore, B-more in the building.
What's
Atlanta's
good?
here.
DC.
Atlanta, stay here. Montrose, VA in the building.
Durham, North Carolina, what's good?
Durham in the building. Atlanta here again. North Catalogue. Okay.
Did you say Australia? Yeah.
North Catalogue. Yeah.
Melbourne, Australia. Wow.
Down under.
All right.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, I like it, Mike.
That was terrible.
That's not terrible,
That
Mike.
was terrible. I don't know if that's from
Mike, that's from down
I don't know
under.
where that's from. That's
Mike,
terrible.
top of the morning to you, Mike.
Watts, what's good? What's up?
Watts, what's good, Texas?
Savannah, Georgia, New Orleans, Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras.
Oh, Mardi Gras starts tomorrow.
Mardi Gras, y'all gonna be out there.
Ooh.
BK in the building, Philly, Springfield, Massachusetts, Chicago, low end, what's good?
Do the ladies still for the beads?
I like keep something. Like, you know, we used to be a proper country. Like, keep something alive.
So if I give you the beads, the ladies
Hope so.
because I'd be disappointed if I bought all them beads. And
I would hope so, man. I would
nigga,
hope so.
why
I
you
mean,
think
like,
you
we got to
turning
keep
it,
some
man?
recipes. You know what I'm saying?
But not that has to be because chicks will show you their tatas for nothing.
Well, listen.
Let alone beads.
We got the Freaknik doc coming out.
Ooh,
March 21st.
Ooh,
That's coming out.
Yeah, some of you moms better. Ooh,
that's coming out.
You'd hate to be a kid.
I just saw a bead of sweat come down from mom and dad's head.
Ooh, shit, god damn it. Ooh. Hate to be popped that in with your boys and be like, is that my mom? Busting it open too. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, I'd be so traumatized. To turn this shit off. That's the problem with this generation. I watch too much TV.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'd be traumatized like a mother.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna see.
Yeah.
We gonna
see. And now these same women are executives at major companies and they run podcasts.
Listen. If your mom tries to hold a family meeting in the next couple of weeks, it's to try to soften the blow.
It's to try to soften the landing because
it's to soften the blow. Yeah,
it's gonna be a little something for you, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into some stuff, man.
Let's get into it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, yesterday, Super Bowl 58.
Super Bowl 58.
Super Bowl 58 went how I think a lot of people thought it was gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, I gave a smidgen of hope because of the ritual aspect, because there's two warring factions, that the 49ers would get the job done. But in the end, this went as scripted.
Yeah, and this is the only reason why it's a little annoying, because everybody said from the first game that Taylor Swift showed up and they kept putting the camera on her, they said, this is a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It was from week one. If you can think back all the way to week one of the season, and when the announcers kept talking about Taylor Swift and they kept putting the camera there and they kept making that a story. So that was the thing. The game itself, what do you think about the game itself?
I thought the game was competitive. I thought it was a pretty good game. A lot of fluff that we'll talk about opening with I didn't really dig Andrea Day's
Me neither.
Rendition of Lift Every Voice. Because to me, that's a song, we only have one.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the creative license.
Who can at least don't get creative with that, because now I'm extra confused.
Yeah, I didn't know what she was breaking. When she
was going to take it up a notch, bring it down.
Yeah.
So, just keep it where it is so it can be enforced in our heads for those of us who know the song, because she had this long pause. Then the shit elevated into like a little gospel-y thing, and then she brought it back. I'm like, slow down.
Yeah.
And so, but they did that when people were entering the arena.
Yeah, it was online.
It was online getting in, like, what the hell is going on out there and shit. And then your man Post Malone. This dude is weird.
Yeah.
I did not know he was that weird, because he had a few slaps that I used to listen to. And now y'all telling me he a country star.
Yeah, like, so that was the beef a lot of people had with him, because they said, you used hip hop to kind of get in, and then you kind of dumped it,
and then you went over
to your. But the argument was, a lot of people were saying he's always been that. Those songs just popped.
Okay. Well,
he's always been the beer drinking, dirty white boy. You know what I mean?
Follow him would know. But he gave a piano rendition of
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful, and he looks very weird, among other things, but country music is going to be the theme.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to get me a big old cowboy hat. Get that thing started.
Stop playing.
Okay, and then we we get to the national anthem, blah blah blah, which was
Reba
McEntire. They couldn't have the Jets fly over, for obvious reasons. And if they had flown over at that point, it could be a disaster. But after that, we get to a game.
Yes.
We get to a pretty decent football game.
Yeah, and defensive, I like defensive games anyway, so I thought that was pretty cool. Once the second half came in, and we'll talk about the halftime show, but once the second half came in, that's when the game always starts to open up. People get tired.
Because it's a long, drawn-out game.
Yeah.
And that long halftime.
Yeah.
You
get cold.
Atrophy kicks in.
Yeah, you get cold.
Because you're a creature of habit. And so football players know the halftime is 15 minutes. We go in, get some water, restrap my ankle, and we back out. But this is a long 35-minute. Then they got to clear the field. And so for an older guy, atrophy can kick in. But then it really boils down to execution in the second half. And I just kind of felt if Patrick Mahomes was going to have the ball last, that they were going to win.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in the long haul.
Watching him, like, it bothers me how good he is at football. Like, it just seems like everybody's going in slow motion, and he's just, like, he sees it happen in slow motion, and he's the only one kind of just...
To me, it was the Michael Jordan effect.
Okay.
In terms of when Michael was in his prime...
Like, it's just like nothing you can do with it.
It's nothing you can do. You're at my mercy. I can hit the fadeaway. My footwork is excellent. I can body you, go above you, around you. And so it's one of those things where he's figured out. Because remember, he threw for 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards without understanding the playbook. He was just a natural talent. Now he's coming into understanding temperament, time of the game. The game is long. The longer it went on, I worried about Purdy.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't been here before. Of course, Mahomes had. And then when that overtime happened and they decided to receive the ball, which at first, I'll admit, I thought was a good idea. Because I said the Kansas City Chiefs defense is probably fatigued, but you didn't get a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I knew it was over.
Yeah.
I knew
Once
at that point,
like...
because now you're in 4-down territory for the ladies. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you give him a home the ball in 4 down territory, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
And Kelsey was pissed. You seen the shit he did to his coach?
Yeah, if that was a black player,
Oh, they would be hammering him
Thug.
today. Right, look at this thug, not appreciative of the opportunity,
Yeah.
thinking about himself,
No, they
the
didn't.
selfishness, because they needed a moment. I'm not gonna lie, the Super Bowl needed him to score a touchdown and for them to zoom up at Taylor Swift.
and Ice Spice with the upside down cross. Did you see
Yeah, I
that?
saw the upside down cross.
Ice Spice, what the hell is Ice
And well,
Spice
she
doing?
had that red hair. Remember, this theme is about red.
the hell is that
And
about?
so they were using her to me as a Goyim in that energy field and things of that nature. And so they didn't get that moment. They tried.
Yeah, they were trying.
One dude was wide open in regulation.
Yeah.
And he came to the side and I was like, dude, I'm wide. They threw it to Kelsey trying to get that touchdown. I'm surprised they didn't throw it to him in overtime to get that touchdown so they can have that moment. And so that's all the theatrics that go with that kind of stuff. And then so I wasn't surprised afterwards, you know, in terms of all the other stuff I saw.
The ending felt like really anticlimactic for me anyway.
Yeah. I knew once they was driving,
Yeah,
he
I
was
was
going to
okay.
win.
This is over.
And so, but we had some fun in the house because we had the house split down the middle. We had some 49ers fans and we had some Chiefs fans. And so that aspect, I use that word loosely.
Fans.
You know what I mean. And so, that's how that broke down. And it's weird because Harding, who scored the touchdown, remember, he was with the Jets when the season started.
Oh, yes.
And that psychic came in during Hard Knocks.
Oh.
And he asked him, he said, who's going to be, he asked Harding, who's going to be in the Super Bowl? He said the Jets and the 49ers. He said, what's going to be the score? He said, Jets 31, 49ers 21. And when he pulled the thing, it was exactly what he said. I don't know how these psychics do it. Don't ask. Right? Then he wound up going to the Chiefs.
Wait, he said the Jets was going to be in the Super Bowl?
He was with the Jets at the time, Harding.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
okay.
he got released by the Jets, and the Chiefs picked him back up.
Oh.
He started the season with the Jets.
Yeah.
In Hard Knocks, the psychic came in and said, what 2 teams, you know,
he said the Jets was going to be in the Super Bowl.
He said the Jets and the 49ers
okay.
were going to be in the Super Bowl, and he gave him the exact score. When homie pulled the goddamn card, it was exactly what he said. Jets 31. At this time, because we thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be in there, boom, boom. He wound up getting released by the Jets and goes to the Chiefs, and now the Chiefs are in against who?
The 49ers.
The 49ers.
He
It's just kind of weird.
He scores the game winner. That is interesting.
Quagmire stuff that goes on with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then this year, again, this year was the first time like everybody had the word script in their mouths when they're talking about this season. Everybody, even at the beginning of the season, they ran with that promo about the script writers and stuff like that. So it just felt like very on the nose this year, and that's why I just couldn't see the game.
And Grumpy Man, you're right. It was a lot of 33s going on. Mahomes threw 33 passes. This is his 3rd Super Bowl, winning his 3rd MVP. The address was, he threw for 333 yards. The address of the arena is 3333.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of, symbology and things went on with that. And so, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure now we can kind of get to the halftime.
Oh, yeah, so it's halftime. Usher performed.
To me, it was the best halftime I've seen.
Yeah, he smoked that.
He smoked that.
He smoked. Like, I was
and that's just from a fan's perspective. I'm not going to get into the esoteric shit yet. But just from a fan's perspective, watching his performance, I ain't see no silly white people that he brought out to try to appease people. He really did the goddamn thing.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. He really did his thing. Swiss Beat's gonna have to see him though.
Why?
Swiss Beat's gonna have to see.
You know why?
Listen, I think Usher's the problem, guys. Like I think we've heard stories. The Boondocks episode that was inspired by true events. Keke Palmer just she's going through a divorce right now with her because of Usher. Listen, man, he might be a problem.
Usher's the problem.
He might be because he had way too much sauce for Alicia Keys, and she was looking really good.
She was looking like a tasty snack there.
Really good yesterday.
Like
and you going, no, that chemistry, no.
Well,
no.
here's the thing. Usher don't like women, and Alicia Keys don't like men.
Allegedly.
This was why it was.
Jesus.
Well, listen, you turn into my podcast, and I mean, I'm just gonna tell you what it is. You can hit the alleged button all you want and shit. But anybody who knows these people knows this. And so Swiss Beats had no problem with it. He get it. Shit, he probably wants Swiss Beats more than he want Alicia. But for the sake of theatrics of them coming out there, the red and white kind of Valentine-y.
Okay, yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. And, you know, sort of that kind of stuff. Alicia was off key.
That first note was real.
Alicia off keys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that first key, everybody was like,
Yeah, it was bad.
oh yeah.
It was bad, and she kind of got it together. She did look good. Mm-hmm. They do have chemistry. I forgot they even made that song.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He had slaps.
Yeah.
He just kept coming.
Yeah, I didn't hear his newest album. I wasn't
supposed to hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of good reviews from that.
Yeah,
so.
we don't want to hear none of that new stuff. We want to hear the jams.
She looked really good too.
Her looked like a tasty snack. Very good. She came out. I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
I could just tell by the excitement in my house. I was like, oh, who's this?
He called her SZA. He thought that was SZA.
I thought it was SZA.
That's SZA, right? We were just like, dude, no.
Like, dude, get it together.
Yeah,
You know?
she's super talented. She plays the piano.
Yeah, she do a lot of
she
instruments. She came out there rock. Your man Jermaine Dupri. Let's talk about Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, I thought that was CeeLo for us. Like
I thought it was.
a half a second, and I'm like, why would CeeLo be here?
I said, that's CeeLo. Well, he's from Atlanta. CeeLo is from Atlanta.
Like what? Like the
But I didn't get the connection. I said, what the hell is CeeLo
like
doing
a
here?
split second.
And he had on these fairy tale socks, a leprechaun suit. He had on like a funeral outfit. If it was really hot out and they wanted to,
Listen, man.
you know, at the funeral, everybody wearing shorts because it's hot. I don't know what the hell
He did look like CeeLo. Man.
this outfit was that he had on. He was terrible. He was terrible. But that's the Atlanta connection, and I get it. But
Then what else happened? It was just great. That was probably the best halftime show I've seen in a minute.
yes, it
In a
was well put together. It was
time.
well put
Like,
together.
It was just kind of like, you know.
And maybe because of his catalog, you know, just slap after slap, it just kept coming. I like the roller skating scene when they come out.
Because he does that during his shows.
He do that during his show.
You know, his
so that was
residencies.
very dope. The colors, the lights. I did see some weird stuff on the stage with the upward view with the flames and all that stuff shooting out and all of that kind of stuff. But his outfit at the beginning, I'm pretty sure Ani's gonna break that down, what that meant. And I gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And tap into it.
You know what's crazy? They edited, they took out Alicia Keys, like, missing that note. Like, that you can't find that now.
Right.
Like, they edited that out. Like, it just sounds like the track now.
Right. Yeah. What's they supposed to do?
Real-time Mandela effect. Like, you're watching and go like, yo. Oh, wait, Usher got married?
Oh no, he got a marriage license.
Oh, he got a marriage license.
Yeah, he got a marriage license. He's gonna marry his longtime wife. And you know, they're
He
gonna
about to see you take your wife.
shit, shit, girl, nigga. You and my wife hanging out? Y'all gonna be going? Go! That's the type nigga you sit with your wife. Go, nigga, go. Have a good time. I know ain't nothing happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you hang out with me, wifey might be like, where you going? How long you gonna be away?
That's funny. That's funny. That's a good one. That's a
I'm
good
like,
one.
look, you know how I feel about you, girl.
Yeah.
He ain't got no shot. Usher. Oh my God. No, that's not gonna happen. So he's gonna marry her.
Okay.
Let's clap that up.
Okay.
Well, you know, you should marry the woman that you love.
And then what else happened? I think that was it, right?
Yeah.
Joe Biden started trolling everybody.
Ludacris.
Ludacris came out, right? That was cool. Lil Jon came out.
You know, which was the climate of the show. I thought that was really very good. Very good.
Joe Biden, after the Super Bowl, tweeted from his Twitter account, his official account, just like we scripted with him and Red Eyes. So it was like a troll on top of a troll. On top of a troll, like, you know, we think that the government has things to do with the games, and they do. So it's like you get what I'm saying? Like
It's weird stuff.
Weird stuff, and then it was something else that happened during that. Oh, yeah, see, Beyonce couldn't let Usher have his moment.
Of course not.
Yeah, y'all peep that?
Of course
Like,
not.
dude, like you can't let this man have nothing.
Nope.
Soon as it's over, she announced her new country album, dropped 2 songs after that. Like,
Yeah.
What's
Well,
wrong with
you called it from the Grammys.
Yeah.
When she had the big ass cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit. You would say she getting ready to come out with a country album, and now she's gonna win. I'm not following her into the country realm. I heard the
Listen, man,
but with a female voice.
listen, man.
Shake it on
So she
down
came
there.
out with 2 songs. One is Texas Hold'em, and the other one is 16 Carriages.
Which one was I listening to?
That was Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em.
That's not, all right, so Beyonce has a formula as well, right? Like, when her song is just kind of gonna pop. That's gonna be one of them. They're gonna come up with a line dance, a country line dance for the song. It's gonna go viral on TikTok, and it's out of here.
She need to make hand in hand and heating nights. Crambo.
That's what's gonna happen.
Hand in hand and heating nights. Crambo. Remember that song?
I'm old enough for the reference. I got
Okay,
that.
you know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
that
Yeah, she needs to remake that. So I'm not following her. Some people follow her. They made him drop his album. What? Her Verizon commercial? Yeah, that was a huge plug. All of these things was plugged in, but I'm not going to follow her.
Somebody said Beyonce turned into Becky with the good hair. She looks very, very light.
Yes.
Very, very light.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
With the blonde hair and
Yes.
she looks very like
Like a lot of y'all followed her into the disco thing.
house music.
House music.
Yeah.
And all of that. And that's cool because it still had semblance of, and she's just trying to follow the market.
Well, Dad,
Okay.
country music is black music. All music is black music. Right?
Yeah.
She's from Texas, right? She can do it.
Okay, she's gonna do it because she's Beyonce.
Yeah.
And people are gonna follow. If she started doing goddamn gospel music.
I think that's what the last album. No, what's Act 3? Is it jazz and blues? What's Act 3?
I don't know.
She should do a rock album. That'd be dope.
Yeah, so she's gonna do that. They're gonna follow her wherever she goes because she's Beyonce. What I do know is this. This has everything and nothing to do with hip hop. They phasing out hip hop, bro. It just is what it is. They phasing this stuff out because there's no more money in it.
Yeah.
All of the killings, all of the murders, all of the exploitation, all of that. It's, you know how you drain something and it's just, theoretically it's money there, but there's no more money there.
Yeah.
Beyonce is getting out ahead of the curve.
Yeah, Drake did the same thing with his house
Yeah,
album.
Drake did the same thing with his, and we were hammering him
Yeah.
for it. But music, and then I always spoke on this show about world music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how your song, when you sit down to write a song now, you got to think about the world in
Yeah.
a weird place. You got to think about, I want this played on the NBA.
Movies.
I want this played in movies.
Yeah.
I want the NFL to have reasons to play. Don't limit your shit to just the fellas on the corner, or he got bars. That's not cutting it anymore. You got to think about, so all I do is win, 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 no matter what. That's a universal song.
Yeah, there's a Mexican rapper. His name is That Mexican OT. That's his name. He is nice.
Gotcha.
Like, he got a video on like his family's the actual Cowboys out in like,
Yeah.
he's nice.
Okay.
And I didn't realize this, but like they said, like Mexican rap is like one of like the fastest climbing. So what you're saying is correct. Like everybody is kind of going away from like traditional boom bap bars, whatever. Like everybody just kind of finding their lane and where they can go, and that's it. You either making music for the world or a very specific group of people.
Yes, and this this 4/4 beat is, everybody starts their song with that in any club. And me and Mama Dot was in Mexico, and it was in a club filled with bubbles and people was on PCP.
Oh, yeah, I was in
and the whole.
I know that club. Yes, I know
Dude, the
that
whole
place.
shit was going do. Everything was just moving in one accord. And I had to be on shit too. The whole club was
Forget
just
the name of that place. Yeah.
man. And so you have to broaden your horizons. Charles Wilson, thank you. Appreciate you so much. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the labels have to survive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're doing a whole bunch of other things that I'm gonna talk about, but they have to survive.
And so
Now, go ahead.
the commercial, yeah. Somebody mentioned the commercials were trash, man. Yo, whatever. Like I remember Super Bowl commercials being a thing. Like we
The
want to
Super
see
Bowl commercials and the halftime show was better than the game.
Yes, like
in a
that-
lot of sense. You anticipated
Yeah.
very funny, hilarious commercials that you remembered. I seen a lot of movie commercials, and I think they're trying to bring Hollywood back. So I think Hollywood purchased up a lot of time.
But they didn't, because they would show a little teaser and they go, oh, go to YouTube.
Well, because it's expensive. You can't show a 1.5 minute trailer at $7 million per 30 seconds.
My
now.
God damn,
So
man.
they was giving you teases, but I think this is Hollywood's opportunity to say we got to make a comeback. So because I didn't see a lot of beer commercials.
That's true.
I saw a few. You usually see a bunch of
Yeah,
beer
that's
commercials.
true. Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I didn't see a lot of that. And so these were some of the weird commercials that came through.
Yeah. And I didn't, like, I like, somebody had to explain this on Twitter for me, like, to, like, actually get it. But, like, the Super Bowl is not about, it has nothing to do with the game. I didn't think about it that way. This is
All corporations.
all corporations.
Yeah.
Like, Usher didn't
Well,
pay-
the act from a viewer standpoint from home, it has everything to do with the game, but along intertwined with predictive programming. It's the most viewed, so the energy into that arena. But from people being there, you can't afford to be there.
Yeah, it's all advertising.
Unless you're
man.
advertising.
That's
yeah.
it. It's all advertising. It's all
No,
promote
Budweiser
products.
did do one commercial, but it was very,
Yeah, they
very...
usually do like the really drawn out.
Yeah,
with
they
the,
did one
the
at the
Clydesdales
end
and the.
that I saw, and I was like, this is not really good. So
Did you see Kanye's commercial?
was it on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, and it was just on his phone, and he was just telling people like, the album's out.
That was an actual
That was
Kanye
nice.
commercial.
That was a commercial, bro.
He paid $7 million for that.
Yeah, yep. And then they said apparently his team responded.
And he sends you to Yeezy.com, right?
Listen. Apparently, his team made $19 million from that advertising on his website.
So he spent $7.
Yep, made 19.
Okay, so you have 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
And
do
then
math.
with no budget for the ad.
I could do I could do math. We thought about getting an ad, but it was gonna be so quick.
You would have had to it would have had enough for the.
It's like Urban X TV. No more Father Sons on TV. You'd have to tell your whole family, gather around, don't go get chicken, don't get a wing.
Don't blink.
Everybody hold hands, just get what happened. Urban X TV, no more Father Sons. That'd have been it. That's all we could afford. We'd have been like Chris Rock. How much for just 2 wings? How much just some sauce?
Yeah.
That shit clearly would have said. Yeah, that's how fast our ad would have been. We thought about it.
Yeah, we were trying to crunch numbers.
We trying
and,
to crunch the numbers and that'll put us back. So
like, how long can we not eat? Like,
Yeah,
how long
like-
can you not?
I mean, does Noble really need anything?
You know what I'm saying?
He
He's
need
little
food.
still,
He's
you know?
still little, man. Come on, man.
Eat some Cheerios.
Yeah, so we thought about every possible way, and we just couldn't crunch the numbers.
Couldn't make it happen.
We tried.
We tried, man.
We wanted to surprise y'all, man. And we came in here like big shots. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all saw us go to the Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like, no, we didn't. But we couldn't crunch the numbers, man. So.
Somebody said ad so quick you can't pause the TV fast
Yeah, you
enough.
couldn't even pause it. You were like, no one followed. What? God damn, that was fast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, next time, man.
Next time.
Next time.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Kanye dropped his album.
Kanye.
Stand corrected, guys.
It actually dropped Saturday morning-ish.
Yeah. Hold on, let me give you guys the break, the timeline from this album, because he is a mess, man. So here, he talked about the album in October. It was a listening party in Italy that got canceled. He announced the album title. He held a rave, forgot his aux cord, was delayed 3 hours. Then he stays up all night to finish the album. The album doesn't drop on December, because December 15th. That was the first time we came in here.
Right.
Yo, might gonna drop. I said it's not gonna drop. Then he says it's 3 albums that's coming out. And then apparently he has beef with Ozzy Osbourne. He has a whole And New York Listening Party still doesn't drop the album. Drops it randomly 3 a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Pulls it down. It wasn't even on Spotify and everything like that. Pulls it and then puts it back up. Pulls it again and then puts it back up.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we said that at the same time. What's wrong with him? Anyway, the album's pretty good.
I wasn't mad at it.
Now, it's not his best work. Let's get that out of the way quick. All right? Sonically, though, you know what I'm saying? From a music standpoint, and I listened to it 3 times. You know, it sounds better the 3rd time. The cohesiveness of how it's all laid out. His rapping is terrible. This is not, again, Kanye doesn't do hip-hop. Kanye does a fusion album. It's a little bit of electronic. It's a little bit of soul. It's a little bit of rap. It's a little bit of, you know.
So, like, the feeling I get when I hear his music now, it's kind of like whatever moves him, that's what he's going to do.
Right.
So, if he'll hum on a track, the rhyming will be off. He won't catch a pocket, then he'll catch something.
Yeah.
And then it will just be instrumental.
Yes.
Then it'll just be a sample in the background going and stuff. Like, he ain't clear no samples for this album.
No, we're going to talk about that.
He beefing
But
with everybody.
One of my favorite joints is Burn. Let me give you my title list for this joint, because I want to make sure I give proper credit where credit is due.
I did like it, though. I did like it.
I like a few of them. The first half was kind of really cool, but when he got to the second half, which was track 9 through, with Burn, F something, Vultures, Carnival.
Carnival was tough.
Yeah, and Problematic King. When he started getting down there, I really felt he was really expanding his palette a little bit. The only one who challenges him in those areas is probably Travis Scott in terms of musically. So when you go in for a Kanye album, don't expect it to be College Dropout. If you want College Dropout, go listen to that. And I've heard Nas say that 1,000 times. And so what Kanye doesn't do is give you the same album twice. And so from a creative standpoint, I'm always happy from that standpoint. Did he say anything provoking or this and that? Not really. You know what I mean? But with all the stuff that's going on, all of the muddy music that's coming out, I gave this a pretty good rating. I enjoyed it.
Okay. But what's up with him?
He's not Kanye
He
for
looks
starters.
so
Off.
out of it.
Yeah.
Like, when I see his face on the top, I just want to, like, get him off my screen. Like, he just looks unkept. The titanium grill bother me. Like, he just looks like...
But again, I need you guys to understand this. From his perspective, could you imagine the weight on that man's shoulders?
No.
Just of all the shit he has to go through on a regular basis, the psychic attacks that he's under on a regular basis, people trying to take him out, him not being able to be around his kids as much, what the Kardashians did to him, continue to do to him, the handlers that are around him, the real estate agents who are on constant, you know what I mean, trying to knock him out, him still dealing with the weight of the loss of his mother, which he, understood ritualistically what was going on, all the friends in the industry he used to have that he no longer has, all because he took a stand, and with his stand that he thought was correct. Mike Tyson dropped a piece at the end of one of those songs.
Yes.
And I thought it was very telling of who Kanye is. So there is a lot on his shoulders. There is a lot to deal with. And you got to be careful what you wish for as an artist who's trying to change the world and not be put in a box where people expect you to do the same thing. Because once they put you in that box, Malc, all they do is latch their lifelines onto it and just drain all your energy.
Yeah.
And then when your energy is drained, they move on to the next individual. So he's constantly trying his best to renew himself. And that don't mean he's not wacky, but you would be wacky going through all of these kind of things. And so perhaps my empathy for that kind of thing, I just get a different understanding. So I just say, give me the music and let me pierce through the music to see if I can find, bits and pieces. Side note, the Ozzy Osbourne thing was weird because he didn't get that sample clear because Ozzy Osbourne had a problem with,
Oh, his statements, yes.
But then we pull up the Ozzy Osbourne
let me see
piece, and I think it was Barbara Walters or somebody asking him who inspires him. He said, Adolf Hitler.
Hitler, yeah.
And she's like, really? He's like, yeah. And then he tried to go into this rambling of Adolph was wrong, but Adolph was brilliant.
Yes.
It was just a weird.
He said he had charisma. I admired him. All that stuff. Yes.
And so now you coming at Kanye, but we got receipts now.
Video. That's still up,
And
man.
video, you know what I mean? And so it becomes a weird thing. So give Kanye a break and just listen to the music, guys. Listen to the music. If the music is not for you, don't listen to it. You know, no big deal. But, you know, I only say that because it is a lot.
All right.
You know?
So let's get to some more stuff.
Let's
get to a commercial break.
After this,
Okay.
we'll go to commercial break. So Sony purchased half of Michael Jackson's catalog for $1.2 billion.
God damn. That's a lot of bread.
That is a lot of bread. That is a lot of bread.
Now, obviously, it's half,
Yeah.
but he probably could have got more. If he was still here, of course, he would have got more. See, these people play a long game.
Yo, think about this. That's
They
like
don't-
15 years.
Yeah. It's been at least that since he passed away.
Right? So, like, they just said, like, I understand. We
Yeah, they don't play a short. They played a short game with Prince because his sister ain't wrapped too tight, you know, and so they could play a short game with her because she needs the money. But the Jackson family is a little bit more established, but it's still a long game. A lot of times, these real estate agents, these managers, and all of them that are around you from the beginning, their whole job is to wait you out. It could be 30 years, bro, before so-and-so gets their hands on that treasured catalog, which is going to position them for the rest of their lives. And so we have to look at it from all these perspectives. 15 years they waited, and then obviously the family needs money. Your family don't know how to, hold down an estate of that magnitude. The mother's getting old. There's probably fighting within the family itself because money brings out savage in everybody. You know what I mean? Go to a funeral and find out Uncle Herc left $5,000. You know what I mean?
I've seen it,
and
man.
boy, I've seen it for less.
Exactly.
I've seen it for less.
Yeah,
Nigga trying to steal this nigga's clothes. God damn it. And so can you imagine? And so 1.2, it's enough liquid, if managed correctly, to get him through or his family through.
And and think about that, $1.2 billion for half, and that is still underpriced.
And it's still on the price, absolutely.
Think about that. Like that's
how awesome his catalog is.
Thank you for the super chats, everybody. I've been just trying to like him.
Yeah. We thank you.
We thank you. Mr. Darius, left field. So lefty was good. And the other ones I can't see.
Yeah, we thank you so much always for the support that we get here. You know what I mean? And so you'll start seeing a lot of Michael songs in movies.
Yeah,
now,
and they're doing a biopic of him.
Yeah, right on time with the biopic.
Nia Long is playing his mom.
His mom's, yeah.
That guy, forget his name. Forget his name. We were just talking about him because they're trying to replace him with Jonathan. They're trying to replace Jonathan Majors.
Oh, the dude from Beale Street.
Yes, the dad who played the dad on Beale Street.
Yeah, the dad from.
He's playing the dad on. He's playing Joe Jackson.
Oh, he's playing Joe Jackson. Okay.
Yes. So
he's a left-handed mechanic. You said.
he is.
Left-handed mechanic.
Left-handed mechanic. Man.
Okay.
So
Not that matters with his acting skills.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just bringing it out because I liked him as the father in If Beale Street Could Talk.
That was a great movie.
It was, man. I cried when the movie came on. I swear. I just was like, a black movie with black people about love and struggle and pain and suffering. I know this story. I know the story well. Yeah, I was just people in the theater were like, nigga, the credits is rolling. Nigga, like,
Oh, my God.
They're just playing the first opening song with an overhead cam. I know where this is going. I know this story well. Yeah.
All right, man. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we shall return.
Yeah. Peace.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the Black Dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
To all of you Dr. Sebi followers, I've got something for y'all. Discover the untold story of one of the most important healers of our time in Abelardo Guerrero Jr.'s book titled My Journey with Dr. Sebi. Visit www.myjourneywithdrsebi.com to place your order and receive a free copy of the audiobook with over 4 hours of exclusive content.
Tired of reading, doing research, and extensive studying to fact check the information that you present? Well, now you don't have to. Become a YouTube scholar. That's right, a YouTube scholar. Throw away those books. No need to quote real scholars. Burn those research papers. All you need is a YouTube connection. Watch YouTube videos at night, in the daytime, during breakfast, while you're on the toilet. Impress your friends with information you really don't know. After 100 videos watched, you are now a YouTube scholar. To sign up for this program, dial 1-800-WHY-STUDY. That's 1-800-WHY-STUDY. But wait, there's more. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel.
Hello, wealthy family. It's your favorite Pisces, Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, here to celebrate my birthday with you. That's right. In order to celebrate my birthday, February 28th, I am marking all my services off 28%. Whether it's a couples oracle reading, a mental healing session, or a chakra balancing session, all my services are 28% off. And since it's a leap year, we're going to add extra savings. And when you spend $100 or more, you get an extra 10% off. Just enter coupon code BIRTHDAY. Thank you so much for connecting with me, wealthy family. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, or call or text me at 786-828-8722 to schedule your services with me today. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.
And we're back.
We are back. Continue to support
Yes.
Ascending Infinite Goddess.
Her information is in the description
It's
below.
in the description below.
If you're watching, we appreciate you for supporting. We're still here with
If you're listening, ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, and you can get linked up. Tell them Urban X sent you.
Absolutely. She's having a sale right now for her birthday month.
Yes, February. Is that Aquarius? No, that's
It is. It's still Aquarius, yeah.
Still Aquarius, yep. Aquarius in the building, yep. And of course, continue to support us.
Yes, shopurbanx.com, man. 29 for 29, 29%
Because
off.
we don't have no corporate sponsorship.
Listen, we're trying to get a Super Bowl ad next year, man. Just,
Yes. Yes.
something real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Something real quick out there.
But thank y'all for being here, and let's get to some more stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So when we were talking about the commercials, we forgot to talk. Wait, was this a commercial? The Snoop, Dr. Dre, Gin and Juice? I saw it on the timeline.
It wasn't a Super Bowl
It wasn't a Super Bowl commercial, but I saw it on the timeline.
They did release on, I think, simultaneously on their Instagram or their X's, as we say now. They were reenacting a Pulp Fiction kind of thing, and they are releasing Gin and Juice.
Gin and Juice, yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, listen, man. I saw a tweet. It was funny. It said, "Black excellence is just niggas trying to sell you alcohol." And I just said, like, yeah.
That's the definition of black excellence.
Yeah, that
now.
is it.
Niggas trying to sell. And listen. I shout out Doggy Diamonds TV. I heard Doggy Diamonds going on this as well, and I agree. These niggas is in their 50s, man, and this is what you think our people need. Flavors, 4 different flavors or 5 different flavors of gin and juice.
Yeah.
Are you trying to bring us back to a time where this is what I mean? See, Snoop put his name on all shit. He's selling cereal to the babies.
We were just saying this.
And gin and juice to you Negroes.
We were just talking about him, yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you follow up the trademarks and all that. Jimmy Iovine name on a lot of that shit. That's his goyim. Those are his goyims.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre is a Jimmy Iovine goyim. And I know Dr. Dre got the school out there, but whose name is up there first? Jimmy Iovine's. And when I'm trying to give you all the science of the goyim, they know all they need. We are a plethora of resources and talent. Any real estate agent, and I'm using that term because you could be a black real estate agent now if you're about the exploitation of other people. So they can go somewhere and find you, create the necessary environment for you to bring them all the money they need. I told you, rappers, they give them drugs, women, that whole environment. Basketball players, they take all that away from them. They move them to a nice neighborhood, tell them this is better than the projects for you. You can go visit your family from time to time. We're doing this out of the kindness of our hearts.
Yeah.
And by the way, as you start coming up the ranks, my cousin is an agent who can help guide your career. And then next thing you know, you forever indebted to them on something.
And then we're going to make a movie about your life.
And then we're going to make and take all the money.
Take all the money.
This is a science.
And make you a slow black man, too.
Yes, this is a science.
Yeah.
And so for Snoop, and this is what I also noticed, and I don't want to get on my soapbox about it, but
stay there.
All of these people who claim to want to help you, all they're doing, if it's not something that they can get out of it, they don't even rock with you. All of them, this is what I mean by cream. Corporations rule everything around me, right? I tried to explain to y'all 2 Saturdays ago at my event. They killed the entire movement through corporation. Because you can have freedom of speech, but our corporate mandate says you can't say that. So you can say it, but you just can't say it here. You can believe in something, but we here don't believe in that. And that goes for your regular job, but when you are sponsoring somebody, you got that. That's the next level. We're giving you millions to sponsor potato chips or something. If we believe in the HDTV community movement or the Is It Real flag or what they're going through, you are that. And
because a lot of people didn't realize this, that rappers don't get paid from their music.
That's where I'm going next with
it. So if you get paid, none of them do, right? Because if it was just that, then you thinking about, if you're married, if I'm making money, I can just kind of say what I want to say. I can say what I feel.
Malcolm is still in my head movie stories. No, I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
What I was going to say is, so now that you're really getting a paycheck, a weekly paycheck, because they have employees too, they're not bosses, they have their bosses too, and their boss is Coca-Cola, their boss is this, they can't... what's his name? Colin Kaepernick, because people were talking about Colin Kaepernick and the 49ers curse until they do something right by him, and he not even protesting no more, right? He never was trying to protest about it. That's a whole different story. But Nike came out and was still paying him.
Yeah. It's easy.
It's easy to take a stand when you're still getting a paycheck.
Right. Now I want to say this to add to that. How did they do this? See, Jay-Z and P. Diddy and even Dr. Dre, they were the last of the Mohegans in terms of physical records being sold, right? So remember, that's where they made a lot of their bread from. And then them Negroes, with Dame Dash and them, started figuring out, if we get the distribution, we don't need these real estate agents for nothing. And then that's when all the charges came down, right? So what they did was they said, we got to find a way to create an algorithm that's so weird and abstract that we can play your music as much as we want, dilute the value of it, and give you a piece of a check. But before they did that, they came out with the 360 deal. And that means no matter, because even artists then still say, all right, if I don't make no money off my records, when I tour or do a movie or endorse a product, now the 360 deal, you owe through all of that. And this was how they was suppressing your revolutionary voice. Rappers used to say something. You know what I mean? If I know you're not responsible for my money, I can say whatever I want to say. Right? So corporations ended all of that for actors, rappers, celebrities, because due to this policy, you can't. I drove a bus. I operated a bus for transit for 15 years. If they had a uniform. Imagine me coming in trying to not wear their uniform.
Yeah.
I'm in violation, right? So even on your job, we here at YouTube, we say it all the time. Dot cannot say what he really wants to say here on YouTube because YouTube will go, due to my policy. Each and every one of you who took the jibbity jab, you were not forced to do it, technically.
Yeah.
Because there were no machine guns, armies outside on them lines. But you knew due to the corporate commitment that you had to feed your family that you were going to do it. So they use these corporations, bro, to suck all of the revolutionary movement out of everybody. So now you can't move without corporation. You can't do nothing without corporation.
There's no impulse moves anymore.
No.
Like, Kanye saying, George Bush, there's none of that anymore. It's, wait till the details come out.
Right.
Then once my team, make sure he get with their team, make sure
and that's why
they craft
Black
statements. Yes,
owns everything, and that's just
bro.
the physical representation of what you see. Remember, anything that you can see physically, there is an unseen portion that you will never see. So our movements have been co-opted by corporations, birth certificates, social security cards, your job.
Yeah.
And that's how you...
social media,
that's how you neutralize the people. So nobody's trying to do anything. I don't know how we got to that off Dr. Dre and them.
Corporations.
Right, we were just talking about corporations.
Yeah.
And so Dr. Dre and them are about themselves.
Yeah.
You're going to come out, because I know they got an album coming out, same two guys. They got an album coming out. Yeah, they working on a new album, and they want to bring you back to a time. And, again, what plagues our communities, guys? Just keep it simple. Don't even get advanced and tell me about the Illuminati. Drugs, alcohol, diabetes, high blood pressure, poor diet, all of these things. And most of these guys really support that. Most of them. None of them are supporting items or something that really could benefit us. Nas did the ringtone thing or the ring. They looking into your damn house.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just keep it a bean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of somebody who endorses something
Yeah.
that is really beneficial because there's no money there. The money is in your pain. This is why during the whole COVID situation, liquor stores stayed open.
That was crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
So they're going to come out with gin and juice. And this thing also got cereal. And we are going to applaud them because, like Malcolm said, that, my friend, is black excellence.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, we got to get into Mike Epps stealing your jokes, man. It's beef.
Yeah.
He stole your jokes.
He did.
So apparently he went on stage and said that Shannon Sharp called him for an interview, and he said, "No, dear, I'm not gonna let you sit across me and stare at my balls." He said he calls the club Shay Shay. He trying to tell you. I think you said that verbatim.
I said that verbatim.
Yeah,
When it happened.
yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So I don't know if these dudes is watching or, you know what I
He
mean?
said that verbatim, you know what I'm saying?
So, so he also said if you put a wig on him, he's looking like Medea's sister. Shannon Sharp got word of that quickly.
Yes, he did.
And you forget, this is what I told you on the last show. I said two people you don't want to fight is an HD TV crossover who look like they got hands. Shannon Sharp, Shay. Now, don't forget, you think you fighting Shay Shay,
Yeah.
you fighting Shannon.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Shay Shay turned into Shannon,
Yeah.
and now you in a quagmire because this thing is beating on you,
Yeah.
abusing you, and the kangaroo. You don't want to fight kangaroo, right? And so he came right out and said, "When I see you,
Yeah.
when I see you, you talking all that, all
that bull jive.
talking all that bull jive, mofo, talking all that bull jive. You tell a few jokes. I get it. I get it because he talk with his mouth. I get it. You
Yeah.
talk a few jokes. You won't say a few things. When I see you live, I'm gonna see you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you soon, and I won't see if you gonna say that to me
Yeah.
in my face because I quickly go from Shay Shay to Shannon,
Yeah.
and I do that very quickly, And we gonna see, and then word got back to Epps.
Yeah.
And then he was laying in his bed saying, "What fuck this nigga talking about?" He said, "I'm too old to be fighting, nigga."
Yeah, he said we're gonna be in my hometown.
Yeah, he said we're gonna be in my hometown.
I'm gonna.
So clippity
He said I
clap clap.
keeps it on me, so I don't gotta go get it.
Yeah, and
run up
so-
or get done up.
And so basically,
Yeah.
he was just telling him, like, dude, you don't come to my hometown
Yeah.
talking that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because I got niggas on the corner who ready to just pop off.
But Mike Epps is just he just needs some clout.
yeah, and so now
They got a special coming out.
So what they said was, they're gonna talk.
Okay.
They're gonna sit down like people.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like men.
Yeah.
They're gonna sit down like individuals and have a great conversation and square it all off. And so but Mike Epps did lie.
Yeah.
You know, but I get it for the sake of the joke. He could have set the joke up.
Yeah,
different
yeah.
And just said, "I'll never go on."
Yeah.
Don't say Shannon contacted you, because then Shannon wanted to get very technical. Yeah, Shannon Sharp is a big ass dude. When he want to be, you damn right.
Yeah.
You damn right.
No, man.
Get your ass caught out there and putting his paws on you. if you
Yeah,
want to.
he played football for how many years? Like
Yeah, he's a 3-time Super Bowl winner.
I mean, he's a Hall of
and
Famer.
had dudes tackling him. He loved that.
that's mean.
Tackle me. I'm running slow, guys.
He gonna see you, Doc.
I'm gonna see you, Doc. Now, I see you only got little followers, 63,000 followers. Now, I'm gonna see you. Now, I know you don't say things, and I saw Big Artie, and you might bring Big Artie with you. You gonna need to bring Big Artie from your skits, because when I see you, nigga.
That's funny.
I want to talk. As soon as I see you, look, Shannon.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. And if you hit me, my son's got the camera on.
facts.
I'm going to fall.
That's
You
facts.
work for ESPN. I'm going to get a lot of money. It's going to look bad. I'm going to come in with Eli. He going to be on his walker crying and shit. It's just going to be a mess. So let's not take it there. Let's take a photo shaking hands. Let's do the right thing, Shannon. Let's do the right thing. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
And I go for all them rappers who want to see me. My son is laying in the cut with the camera. Soon as one of you niggas hit me,
Facts.
I'm gonna fall.
Facts.
I would
Hard.
probably fall because.
Yeah, just
Because I'm old now. I tell you, I drop shit on the floor and decide if I should bend it up and pick it over.
Yeah.
Do I need it? Now kick that shit up under the bed. I ain't got time for that
Yeah.
shit. Find that shit 2 months later. My headphones.
Which headphones?
I had some Apple iPhone.
You had the fake Apple.
No,
Jack.
before those. This is
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm saying. And I dropped them and I couldn't find them. I must have kicked them shit some under the bed. You think I'm gonna get on both knees?
That's true.
And
Yeah.
look up under my bed?
Yeah.
So I went and got the fake one.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I've really been taking my diet, my health serious because
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like no.
And they know they was fake because when I put them on, it said connected. Usually iPad says some smooth shit. Them shits was like
It just makes a beep.
connected. I was like, who the fuck is this little Chinese lady?
yeah,
These
so-
is definitely some bullshit. And you could no sound reduction, no cancellation. I can hear everything in the room while the music is playing at the same time. Like, ain't this
my
some
gosh.
bullshit? That's what you get, man. Get what you pay for. Yeah.
Somebody said you're down with the new Apple Pro joint. Probably like version 3. I'll get it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spend $3,500 right now. Not gonna do it. Now, if Apple would like to sponsor us, we'll be up here. We could be doing the show in them joints. And then you could be in there in your joints. We could be FaceTiming you while we talking. Hey, you. Then that'd be super dope. No?
That would be weird. People would be like, look at these. No, but we probably,
I'm just saying.
people probably tune in to see. I don't know.
And then if they have theirs, they could tune in and we could be in a virtual space. Everybody here, like the morning meetup in a virtual space.
That'll give me a headache, bro.
Everybody's here? All right. What we talking about?
I feel like they're giving me a headache.
Yeah, that
man.
might be a bit much.
Mark, you see the Temu? I didn't see those. Like I was like,
What, Temu?
yeah, it's
Like the Chinese company?
Yeah. They had a couple ads on Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, but don't buy nothing from them.
Yeah.
Bro. It don't look like a good look.
No.
It don't look like you'd ever get your stuff or any of that shit.
So we got to talk about the top Nigerian banker who died in a helicopter crash in L.A.
On his way to the Super Bowl.
On his way to the Super Bowl. His name is, hold on. His name is, hold on, sorry. Gotta get another.
See,
That's not cool.
That's
not
his
cool.
name.
That's his name is Mr. Yeah.
See, I don't even know this nigga. That's his name. Nigga.
No. So his name is Herbert.
Oh, that's his American
Wigwig.
name. Oh, okay.
Wigwig,
When
yeah.
you transfer, when you translate
See
to Herbert.
Right, so rest in peace.
Okay.
He passed away. His wife and his son passed away in that crash on the way to the thing.
Yeah, condolences to them.
So
Yeah.
it's
True
crazy
story.
because we were just talking about, remember the Kobe passing, and you just say, yo, helicopters don't be falling out the sky, man.
Helicopters don't just fall out of the sky. I'm
And
very
then you
sorry.
think about like, who's on it, and you're just like,
Yep. The first thing I do, thanks to Steve Coakley, I want to know who was on the plane.
Yeah.
No matter how inconsequential it may seem, could be a small private jet. Then you find out a big ass banker was on the plane or something, and lo and behold, the Nigerian banker and a Bitcoin expert or somebody was on the plane and died too. On their way to the Super Bowl, probably to close some kind of major deal, dealing with something in regards to, and you see, I think we have war with Nigeria right now over banking and money systems.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Don't quote me on that. So
I've been reading up and watching videos both on the stuff that's happening in the Congo. It's crazy out there, man.
Okay, yeah. God, it wasn't just the Nigerian. It's also the former president of the stocks and trade as well. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
So when planes like that go down, bro.
So when you hear, just like we drew it up, like from Biden,
And right.
double, triple entendres,
Double and triple entendres.
Oh man, my
Yeah, spidey senses start tingling. Just like we
conspiracy
drew it
cap
up.
is on, man. I don't
All
know.
right. Okay. True story. So our condolences go out to him. We just having a little fun. But and his family, and this is the price of war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the ends always justify the means when you start dealing with people who will knock your plane out of the sky. That is an easy task.
And you got to think, right? Because he's CEO of a bank, right? So you got to think when you're that important to a company, to a country, right? To a country like its financial system. Like you gotta have like top of the line stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That takes you from A to B.
And you can't.
Yeah.
There is no show because these people are dealing with ELF frequencies, which shoot shit at your helicopter and create, you become disoriented in your orientation. You know what I mean? So now all your devices tell you going left and you going right. That's how you get run into a mountain. You know what I mean? You've been doing this shit your whole life. You probably can do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
And then you run into a mountain in the sense of Kobe, a mountain.
Yeah. I was always thinking like how the presidents do when like the vice president, like the line, they can't all be in the same plane.
No, that's why they're never all on the same plane.
You know what
They
I'm
have
saying?
to fly different times, different places.
I was always thinking, like,
due to that.
Like you probably have to do that like with your family too, no? Like if you're like, but you can't do that, right?
I mean, dude.
I'm just,
Again, and then what
when
kind
I hear like a family just got wiped, you
what
just
kind
like,
of
yo.
that's nothing
To them, yeah.
These dudes wipe out a whole villages
Yeah,
of people
yeah.
to get one individual if that's what it takes. And so, what kind of dealings are you in? How important are you? Because you might not even be into anything shady. But
No, right.
Your position when they come visit you because they need this, especially America.
Yeah.
America don't play, bro. When we talking about our resources.
Yeah, we're
and what
gonna
we
give
have
you
to-
some democracy.
We're gonna give
you some freedom.
We're gonna give you some freedom.
Yeah.
How you want this freedom is up to you. And so here it is. You got your little independent country, and y'all doing the right thing, and we are independent. And then you run into them, and they go, "We got some independence for your ass." You know what I mean? And so it's a dangerous game.
But also, I was getting back to it. The stuff that's happening in the Congo is crazy.
The stuff that's happening in the Congo
Yo,
is
like
crazy.
they funding these militia groups to enslave their own people to get this cobalt out.
And they're doing it out. See, that's the seen hand.
Yes.
The unseen hand of these CIA operatives who are, how else you think they're getting guns?
Yeah.
And in a place like that, if I give you 10,000 guns, you run all of that. Because Because ain't nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
We coming through with, we give you niggas trucks and guns.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. You know what I mean? And then watch you take out your own people for the cobalt because it is a valuable mineral.
Yo, the Congo, they said like 70% of the world's cobalt supplies coming out of the Congo. So that they're like the richest country in the world, damn near.
Yes, mineral-wise.
Mineral-wise, and they can't eat off none of it. And they're poor, like those people are the poorest. They're
Yeah.
enslaved in their own country.
Yes.
That's crazy to me,
Something
man.
else is going on in Chile. They had one of them big fires like in Hawaii, in Chile, the same type of fire. And I'm hearing they're rich in a specific mineral as well down there. And where that happened at, so start paying attention.
Yeah.
And then you saw people in Chile painting their houses blue. I saw people literally painting their roofs blue. Like, yo, I'm not taking no chances. And so it is a lot. It's a lot happening. It's a lot going on.
Damn, okay.
Okay, so you guys want to head to a commercial?
Yeah.
So we're going to come back with Katina Washington.
Absolutely.
So we're going to head to a commercial break, and then after that, get your questions ready. You know what we do.
Absolutely.
Lithium. Yeah, in Chile. Lithium.
Okay. So we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
What's up, fam? It's Malcolm here, and if you ever thought about starting a business, or if you have a business and you want to be able to, make more sales, build an audience and things like that, if you don't know, I have a suite of courses, 5 courses on YouTubing, podcasting, book writing, and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm making them available for absolutely free. Go take them, use what you can use to apply to your business. And if you need actual direct one-on-one help, then we can, talk as well. But all you have to do is go to blackfamilybiz.com, blackfamilybiz.com, and they are available to you. All you need is an email, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Wheel of Fortune, sponsored by Urban X TV. We're back here with the Black Dot from the conscious community. Is that conscious community?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Malcolm. Yeah, Hotep, Notep, the black man is God and the white man's the devil. I'm ready to win this money.
Okay, whatever that is. Okay, the puzzle for today is people who annoy you. Black Dot, it's on you.
Come on, big money, yeah. I like to buy a vowel, E, and Y.
Okay, Black Dot, you have 30 seconds to solve the puzzle on the screen.
Oh, I think I know this one. People who annoy me. This is easy, I think I got this.
20 seconds, Black Dot.
Ooh, I'm not sure I really want to say it. Might piss a few people off.
10 seconds, Black Dot.
I like to solve the puzzle. Naggers.
Let's check.
No.
The answer, Black Dot, was niggas. The answer is always niggas.
Shucks.
But don't worry, Black Dot, you will walk away right now with a Shop Urban X gift card.
Yeah.
Get yourself some of these, new threads.
Yes. Not going home empty-handed. Hotep, no tap.
Come celebrate our urban wear and style with our exclusive clothing collection featuring powerful messages that inspire and uplift. Urban X presents its annual 29 for 29 sale where we celebrate our heritage, our culture, and our lineage. 29% off all items in our store, all $29. The choice is yours. Shop urbanx.com. Wear the style, wear the images, wear the powerful messages that resonate with our community. 29 for 29 at urbanx.com. Every day is Black History Month for us, but during this month and during this time, we will celebrate with pride like never seen before. Shop urbanx.com. Shop urbanx.com.
And we are back.
We are back in the mix. Happy to be here
Absolutely.
with you.
Absolutely.
Please support those businesses.
Our businesses. You know.
Our businesses and how we keep this thing running. We are independent, black-owned father and son business.
Absolutely.
And mama, she runs all this.
She does.
So we have a team in place. We've been at this for a while. Just giving it up to you, man. And so with your support means more to us than you can actually imagine. And I'm only saying this until I get on the phone with Apple and they close my deal. And then I don't give a shit about y'all after that. You show up. If you don't, I get paid. You know
we selling out.
This nigga shit, regular nigga shit.
We
Come
selling
on.
out.
Regular nigga shit. We gon' sell out.
That's funny.
I won't recognize you on the street. What? Who?
But thank you guys for being here. We always appreciate your support. The woman we have coming up.
Yes.
Right? She was one of our first Urban Excellence stories. And we got to meet her in person. We got to see her in her element at one of her events, the She event. We actually got to see her location, her brick and mortar location. We got to see her around the people out there in Indiana.
Yes.
And it was dope. She was like the mayor out there.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I'm saying?
respect that
Yes.
she received, the genuine love, respect, and admiration they had for this woman, I was impressed with, and I believe she's earned every bit of it. So she has a new book out.
Yes.
Becoming Whole, Journey to Authenticity.
By Katina Washington.
By Katina Washington. Hold it up higher. Okay, there we go. Make sure we get it on this camera here. You know what I mean? And you can find this at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon.com.
Yep.
Getting very, very, very good reviews. I actually finished just about 95% of the book, since I've been kind of checking it out.
I'm still going through it.
Malcolm is still going through it. He has a 4-year-old.
He's tough, man. I be trying to read, and I don't want him to rip the pages out the book, because he will.
He will rip them pages. He don't give a ish.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's bring in an entrepreneur, a mother of 3, a proud mother, businesswoman, supporter of men and women who puts on amazing galas.
Absolutely.
Katina Washington.
Thank you.
Hey.
What a warm welcome. Thank you.
We try.
Good to see you.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you as well, and we appreciate the support you continue to give us.
Absolutely.
It does make a difference in how we do things, and just knowing that there's people in the world who appreciate us. So how are you?
I am doing great.
Good. So I want to talk about the book. I want to get right into it. As I began to read your story, your upbringing, your relationship with your dad, and how important is that for a black woman, her relationship with her dad. And I appreciate what you did for your dad. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself, in the final stages of his life. But tell me early on the relationship, with your dad and what that was like.
My dad, I remember him and my mom together, kind of. I didn't really understand the dynamics of their relationship. But I was with him a lot. I don't ever remember him working. So he was kind of like the babysitter, right? And I remember my mom working a lot. So, when I was really young, I felt like it was a norm, for a man to stay home with the kids or something like that, and the woman to work and take care of him. So that was the foundation of, what I, experienced in my childhood and thought was a good family.
So how did that affect when you first got into a relationship with a man yourself? Because your book it's a inspirational personal story, if that makes sense. And so it's very inspiring, everything that you overcame, but the obstacles that led to that. So your first relationship with man, did you think that was normal? Because you speak about some domestic violence and just overall, neglect and things of that nature.
Yeah. One thing that I realize now that I didn't realize then was I didn't understand capacity, and people's capacity. I think that's very important.
Mm.
Um, I think my dad was doing the best with what he was working with, and my mom as well. Um, and I mean, it's very important, I think, for a man to, protect his child, and make them feel like, you are what's in between them and harm's way, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And when it's not in place, and when you're a young child and you see your mom going to work all the time, and your dad kind of chilling and hanging out with his friends, I mean, that's what you think is how a relationship should be. You know what I'm saying? So, just that leniency that my mom had with my dad, that I mean, she just gave me the baton and I carried it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
it was
That
kind of that kind of situation. Yeah, I mean, it was like pass the baton, and just keep it going.
that word capacity was a really good word because now I'm getting older. I have a child now, things like that in home life. I'm engaged and stuff. That word capacity has come up a lot because sometimes people, whatever they're going through, it could be work, it could be just stages of life. Everybody's kind of going through their own thing. So you might reach your capacity, your partner might have to fill in the gaps, and vice versa. So that was amazing wording with that one just now.
Amazing wording, and it leads me to my next question, which is, as a single mom, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just skipping along in your story, because
Yeah.
there's gonna be some amazing pieces in this story, and I want people to stay tuned in. But as
Yeah.
a single mom, how was that in the middle of Indianapolis? We're talking, like the Midwest.
It was really bad. And remember, I'm carrying the baton, right? So there was never a time, and like all three of my kids have a different dad. Okay. So I was getting child support from each of them. Okay. And it was never at the same time. I would get one from one and not the other two, or, it was just that kind of situation. So one particular time, I went to court and I'm like, going through my car trying to find change to put it in the parking meter, right? And so I find the change and I put it in the parking meter. I go in there to court and I mean, it was the same thing, nothing happened. It was kind of like, no one's, the tracking system then was not how it is now. You know what I'm saying? As
Right,
far as
right.
your employment, locating that and all that. So it was not that way. So if they said they didn't work, then it was kind of like they may find out or they may not. And so one day I had just reached my capacity, right? Because you have people who say, "Oh, they're crying over spilled milk." It's not spilled milk. It's there's layers to stress, right? There's layers to this. So if you go outside in the morning and and somebody's done trash your lawn, and then you're in traffic on the way to work, and then you get to work and find out that the person across from you is not there and you have deadlines, right? And then you go to the restroom and you're like, dang, these nasty ass niggas, can you and you go off and people think that you're being mean, right? And that you're just going all over the top, but it's layers to it, right? So I had reached my capacity. I was like, I can't take it no more. So I'm running out of court and I'm crying and stuff like that, right? And this lady came, and it was a black lady too. And she came up to me and she's like, sweetie, calm down, right? I did not know this lady at all, but I just start telling her all my business, right? And she was like, well, do you pray? And I was like, yeah, and don't nothing happen. It's the same thing. These issues are having anniversaries now. You know what I'm saying? So she said, well, what do you pray about? And I told her, and I was like, that they're made to pay child support. And, I don't have to do this by myself. And she said, well, have you ever prayed for you to be able to take care of them and not have to depend on child support? So at that point, I started thinking, with the glass half full than half empty. You know what I'm saying? And that was a turn of events for my life, you know, and me being able to take care of my children and give them everything they needed. I actually would do things as if I made more money. You know what I'm saying? Just to
Yes.
welcome that into my life.
Now that's great because that's the power of the mind
And becoming.
Which is,
Yeah.
you know, the title of the book. And so, but you've always had this creative fire about you. So what possessed you to, again, become and want to take it to the next level in spite of so many obstacles with moms, with dad, failed relationships, going through the system. And I support mothers in general because us men, we have no idea. Some of us do. What women have to endure. And reading your story is a reflection of so many women that I know, but very few are able to overcome as much as you overcame to become as successful as you are. So give me a couple of the bullet points that kept you driving forward to kind of reach those goals.
Oh yes. Oh yes. In 2020, that was my first event at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, right? And the biggest event I had ever planned, I had to go through like red tape to get there. That was the year that I got my 501c3. So I was, you know, legally a nonprofit. And COVID happened. And I had paid for everything, right? I had paid for everything. COVID happened. I had well, I don't know if I should say his name because I don't want y'all to stop listening to his music. But anyway, had this celebrity booked. And COVID happened and I felt like I lost everything because I had all these people contacting me saying, I want my money back. I'm not going to be able to do your event. I didn't know anything about contracts. I didn't know any of that. I was just having events, right? I didn't know about event insurance, you know. I had business insurance, but I just didn't know a lot of things that I should have had in place. So I lost a lot of money. My business, my savings. I mean, just loss after loss, right? And so I wrote out my farewell. I was like, after I'm gonna go ahead and have this event for the day that they have, you know, it rescheduled. But after that, I'm done, and people don't appreciate me anyway, so I'm done, right? So I wrote out this letter, my farewell letter. I said I'm gonna go through this event, and at the end, I'm going to take it up to the stage and tell everybody this is it. Thank you, goodbye, right? And so I had my letter in my hand and I'm walking up towards the stage. And this little girl, who was one of my little entrepreneurs, she came up to me and she said, Miss Katina. And she was like, almost had tears in her eyes. She was like, I made $486 and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And can I pay you for the next time right now?
Wow.
Right. And I was so impressed with her because I told her, I'm going to give you a space. And I did. And she was ready to pay for her next space. Like, this child understood reciprocity at a young age. And how can I go up on this stage and say, I'm not going to do this anymore?
Yeah.
No, I got to go back to the drawing board. I got to learn how to protect myself. I got to learn how to have the right insurance in place. And I done made it through this, right? So I can use these, you know, instances to teach a master class, you know, to help people not go through this. And so that was one of my times. I know that was a little long-winded, but
No, that was great.
That was great. And you want to add on?
I wanted to add on because first of all, a lot of people started businesses in 2020. Like, when you hear their stories and you're just like, God damn, like the worst possible time that something can happen, and it did happen. But when you talked about reciprocity, and I remember when we went to your spot in Naptown, as people call it, when we went to your spot and you had all of these people there, you also, what I took from it, you also had a lot of resources for the businesses that you had in your store, a lot of resources for the people that were at the event as well, a lot of resources for people on your email list and stuff like that. So I wanted to ask you, what kind of inspired you to want to help so many people when it comes to business and it comes to like figuring these things out?
Oh, that's a very good question. I can say that Black Dot inspired me. He did. And my business this year marks my 10th year in business. And I have been following Black Dot for a very long time, from the time that he was on the streets in New York just talking. You know what I'm saying? And this whole cooperative economics thing, helping me to identify myself and say, I'm that esoteric person. You know what I'm saying? That came from Black Dot,
I peeped that. I read that chapter connected to Gemini.
Absolutely.
I did. Beautiful.
I absolutely did. And, back when I decided to leave my government job in 2015, I worked on a few things. And then after I paid a few bills, with my TSP, I literally bought 27 trips, like to different places. I came to your book signing, Malcolm, because I
Yes.
just wanted to get out and get around my people. And I wanted to invest in myself before I expect someone else to do that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to learn different cultures and things like that. I even went to Europe. I went to, their curly treats convention and stuff like that. And I just got out and met people. And so I will say that Black Dot, absolutely, I've told all my friends about Urban X, and I kept saying to myself, one day I'm going to be able to pay for them to come to Indianapolis.
And
You
we
know
were
what I'm
grateful. Yes.
Yeah, and so it was my honor because I can never pay you for the things that you have spoke to me, and I'm sure a lot of women that you guys reach. You didn't have 62,000 followers when I started following you.
Yeah.
So this is huge.
And I appreciate that truly. I'm humbled. And I want to speak about your three daughters who are amazing in their own right, because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. So your oldest daughter's in the real estate. She was on House Hunters, I believe. So in Indianapolis, she's in the top 5% or something. Your middle daughter is on Broadway.
Yeah, she was at the show that weekend. She was at the event. She surprised you, actually, right?
Yeah, she came through and surprised him at the. But she is in a Broadway play called Six. I don't know if she still is, but her fight to go on Broadway and be adamant, and the fire plug. Your young daughter who helps you, like you said, you fire her, hire her, fire her, hire her, and you'll have that relationship. But when you speak of your children, you're beaming. And so through all the struggles that you've personally been through, tell me what it's like to raise three queens on three different walks of life in spite of instances that may have been obstacles.
Yes. My middle girl, the one who did make it to Broadway, yeah, and I will tell you the truth. She was working at one of those tea shops. The lady was horrible. She was so mean to her, right? And I was like, come home. And then she would show me pictures of rats in the subway and on the stairs where she lived. And like, we got mice and rats here, but
Not
not
the
like
New York rats.
not that big. Right. And so I was like, you need to come home. Come home. She's like, no, I'm too close to Broadway, mommy. I can't come home. And when she was in middle school, she was like, mommy, I need you to give me braces. I'm going to be on Broadway. I need braces. Like, she had a list of things that she wanted. And I like that because while it was more than I planned to spend on other people, I love that she was so determined and so
Intentional, right?
at such a young age. And, while I didn't like the struggle back then, I'm so thankful that my kids saw that because it taught them to be resilient. It taught them to be continue to be motivated, when it's something that they want, and strategy. I taught my kids strategy. just being able to strategize, and take care of them, like I said, without depending on the child support anymore. Like, I still get it now. Like, I spend it, listen, I be spending it on acai bowls, okay? Right? But yeah, so just them seeing that, my daughter, the one who is in the top 5% of realtors right now, in Indiana. She was on House Hunter. So if you guys watch Grandin, Indiana, that's my daughter. But she was hit by a drunken driver when she was 7.
Wow.
For her to just persevere through that, and come out of that. I was 25 years old at that time when that happened. So, I didn't understand back then, why am I handed all these bills, blah, blah, blah. But I had to have strategy, to work that out and make it through that. And my kids saw that, not that I, complained to them, but they was there, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that I think that is a huge part of, why they are, all three of them very creative, very smart, and doing very well. And I'm so thankful for
I know
them.
that's right.
So I wanted to even switch for a little bit, just to go into your business now a little bit.
The She event, yes.
Yes.
The
So
She, yeah.
first, what inspired you to write this book to begin with? Because I understand, we both understand, know that writing a book is a daunting task, right? And you're busy as it is already. So what inspired you to say, okay, I need to write the story, people need to see? And what was that process like? Because you talked about some personal things within the book, and I know how that can just be, uncomfortable with yourself. So how was that process?
Well, I actually thought I was having a mental breakdown in October. And I told my team that I needed to take a sabbatical because I was just overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. And that's why it's important for us to know when we need to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't enjoy your life if your mental is not right, right? So I took off the entire month of November and I took a sabbatical. I didn't go to any island or on a cruise or anything like that. I just stayed home. I stayed home. I turned both of my phones off. I shut my laptop down, except for there were 3 times that I met with my hypnotherapist. I met with him 3 times. And other than that, it was just checking in twice with my, you know, uh, vice president, just to make sure things are okay. So, in the first 2 weeks of my sabbatical, it was very life changing. I woke up naturally that first morning. So, I mean, I heard the UPS brakes on the truck. I heard the furnace cut on. I birds chirping, things I wouldn't normally pay attention to because I'm just so busy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just so busy. So I woke up in the morning, I did a morning dance, alone, and I spent time with myself. And I had to deal with myself because when we're out and about and we don't realize how much other people impact the decisions we make for ourselves, we don't have time to deal with us because we always, there you have it, right? And so I had to deal with me. So I had to deal with that young girl. I had to deal with that young woman. I had to deal with that woman now. I needed to take a break so that I can decide if I was or was not in love with this life prior to my sabbatical. And I didn't like it. I didn't
That's
like it. It looks
yeah.
good.
Go ahead.
It looks good, right? It looks good.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. People don't see behind
uh-uh.
the scenes or the energy and people draining you, bad business
Oh my
relationships.
God.
Just so
Oh
many
my
people that you think are in your corner that are not, who have
God. Mhm.
ulterior motives. People don't see all of
Yes,
that. They just
they
see
don't see
that
it.
beautiful smile and you moving about, but it's a lot. It is.
It is a lot. I I mean, just like you said on here, you said just seeing how the people react to you and things like that. You know what? The day after my book signing, I think I cried the entire day because I had one family member to come to my book signing. Now, I'm willing to travel to someone's book signing.
Absolutely.
So that needs to be my standard.
Yes.
That
Yes.
needs to be my standard. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, if not, then I'm going to keep searching for someone to give me something that they don't have the capacity to give. You know what I'm saying? My family don't have the capacity to um, appreciate and value someone in their family that's the first author in my intermediate family. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
And just all the obstacles that I've overcome, you know, and a lot of things that I've done in my life, they don't have the capacity to appreciate that. And guess what? People don't appreciate what they expect.
I
My
love it.
friend told me that, he told me that, and that was one of the greatest things or pieces of advice I could have ever received. He said people don't appreciate what they expect.
Got it. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, first, where can you be reached, and what do you think is next for She and Katina Washington?
Well, while we are on here with all our culture keepers, I want to do a Becoming Whole tour. I want to go uh, from city to city. I
Nice.
do. And I want to meet intimately, you know, at a coffee shop, a tea shop with my people. And we talk about this stuff. We talk about living an authentic life. You know what I'm saying? We talk about taking a tally of the people that you're around and saying, hey, do they get a smiley face or a sad face when they leave? Okay. Not necessarily because you got in an argument with them, but just energy suckers. You know what I'm saying? So just get in that intimate space and talk to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? Who are willing to allow a vulnerable space. You know, we just feel so we can't let them know this and that and the other. And then we end up in these pockets, you know, and people don't have help and they go crazy. So I want to create a vulnerable space to talk about stuff like this.
Well, we're going to be here to help you. You know what I'm saying? When you get the links and all of that signed up, let us know because we'll definitely promote when you're on this side. And where can you be reached?
I can be reached. Oh, yeah, you did ask that, Malcolm. Okay, I can be reached at katinawashington.com. And I'm also on LinkedIn, Katina Washington, and also on Facebook, Katina Washington. And if you're in the Indianapolis area, we are located at 838 North Delaware Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, for now, until we get our building, because that's what we're working on.
Amazing.
Okay, that's amazing. This is a very easy book to read. It's inspirational, it's motivating, it's personal. And so I applaud you on this body of work. And we will talk to you soon. We thank you and we appreciate you so much.
Yes, go get it. Amazon.com is up there right now.
Amazon.com.
Thank
get
you
it.
guys.
As a matter
Everyone
of fact, I'm going to give 2 copies away.
Yes. We're gonna give some copies away.
We're going to give 2 copies away because we paid for a couple. So we'll give 2 copies away.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you
we
for
will
the
talk to you
support, guys.
soon.
Okay,
Peace.
thank you.
Peace.
And that is our friend, comrade,
Yes.
entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, partner in business.
She's real about her business.
She's real about her business,
Yeah.
and she is who she looks like is. She's genuine. And I could tell, not by how you interact with me, how
other people
yeah. see you and feel about you.
Yeah.
Now, of course, within that, there are going to be always haters disguised as this and that. But overall, the energy I felt when I was in Indianapolis around her people and what she was doing as a service to others was monumental.
And it was a lot of people at that. It was mad people at that event.
It was mad people there. And now
was like,
she's even
God
taken
damn.
to another level
Yeah.
and are helping out small businesses. I get stuff from her all the time for scholarships and things of that nature.
And business grants. She's showing
grants.
people how to do it. So congrats again to Katina.
Congrats to Katina Washington.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right, so let's get to some more stories.
Yeah, man.
And then we're going to take some questions and get up out of here.
Yeah. And tomorrow we got Phil Valentine.
And tomorrow we have Phil Valentine, yes. Oh, it's going to be a big snowstorm, or apparently.
Yeah, here in New York.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I'm hearing 8 inches. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
But,
So,
you know.
got to stack up. If you're in the New York area, you better, lay low.
Yeah, get your hot chocolate. We're gonna go on a Boondocks marathon.
Because Eli, they didn't watch the Boondocks.
He did. Eli loved the Boondocks, but we need to revisit it with new eyes and from his perspective.
Okay,
because before it was just funny to him, but now the inside jokes and all of that stuff. So him, because I get jealous. Mama Dot and
They got their thing.
Eli got their own
They got their thing. They be on season 12.
Yeah, 12 shows, and then I come in and get quiet. They pause it.
Yeah.
like why are you here? You know what I mean? And now him and Odyssey got something going.
Yeah.
So I'm jealous.
And me and Eli got the nerd talk.
And you and Eli got the nerd talk. Y'all start talking around me
It's true.
about movies and stuff that
It's
I don't know
true.
about. And I feel left out. And I don't like feeling left out. FOMO. And so we're going to do tomorrow we'll start a Boondocks marathon.
Nice.
Hot chocolate,
So there was a shooting at Joel Osteen's church.
Yeah, I'm hearing this was a pro-Palestine
Trans shooter.
Trans shooter.
I saw pictures of the shooter, and people were saying that they're trying to bury the story now because it's a trans shooter. And every time it's a other shooter that doesn't kind of fit the national narrative, it's not a, red-blooded, gun-toting American.
Yes. Exactly.
If they can't fit that into the narrative, then they don't like really pushing it.
Absolutely.
So, trans shooter. So I wanted to see. I think.
And he died.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did he kill two other people or something? I believe.
No, shot 2 other. I don't know.
Shot
if
2 other people. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of shooting, there was a shooting at the subway 4 train on my block, or close to my block.
Yeah.
Today, somebody got killed and 5 other people got shot.
What the hell was going on over there?
Because I heard the choppers.
You live in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, I got.
My Lord.
Yeah, hello.
Apply yourself.
Gotta get up out of here.
Get up out of there.
Super chat, shop Urban X.
Help me get up out of here.
29 for 29.
Shit, if I hear gunshots, I'm like, hey, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, 29 for 29.
Goddamn
Everybody,
police sirens going around in my neighborhood.
I gotta start doing commercials with Nova. He gotta make the sad face.
Absolutely.
Get him out the hood.
Please.
And then it was a rapper in Chicago.
Yeah,
THCP
or something. I don't want to screw his name up. What's his name, Mama Dot? Something like that.
He got killed in front of
his family, his wife and children. It was very... THFTP. And it's a part of this Chicago war. Because he was rolling with,
who?
Name the Chicago guy.
What? King Von?
Yeah. I think he's off the King Von tree or something to that effect. And again, the fact that you would do this in front of his family and children.
Oh man, the video.
Yeah. Don't the video is very.
Oh, no.
I didn't watch the video because it's gruesome.
Yeah, I can.
And it's just very, very sad. We have to stop this, man. And so we have to find an understanding or an appreciation for life. Again, the children will be traumatized forever behind that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, there used to be rules of engagement.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have, like, real problems with somebody, but with their kids, I'm going to see you later.
On our block, that was one of the rules. And I told the story. Yeah. We had major beef with this one dude, and we saw him coming down the block, and he had his son on his shoulder. And he just looked over and did like this.
Yeah, like...
And we looked over and we did like that. Like, because we know we're going to catch you, but not now. And he knew, he came through with such confidence. Mm-hmm. He came through with his little man on his shoulder because he know we just didn't get down like that. Now you come through with your kid on your shoulder. Good luck with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so, very, very hard.
Yeah, this is security cam footage. I don't like watching that stuff.
Yeah. It's very sad. You know, and so we have to do better.
Yeah.
We have to do better. I don't want to get on a soapbox about that, but it is very, crazy.
There's a producer, Lil Rod. He's talking about Diddy.
He produced a lot of the Love album.
The Love album, yeah.
And he's saying Diddy and them are trying to
Steal his publishing.
basically. And he said Diddy had me working 16 and 18 hours. Things that had to get done, deadlines, this and that. And he's saying this, and he said, Diddy, of course, Diddy has the money to fight. And he said, but I have to fight because this is for my children.
Yeah.
And so he's in a fight, Little Rod, to protect his publishing.
And Diddy probably trying to get all the money he can.
Right now, he's trying to collect all his money.
Yeah.
Because of the big fights he has to go through and things of that nature right now. And so I wish him luck, but big bank take little bank. And so your lawyers are not strong enough to fight when we keep postponing and postponing.
Yeah, the
and postponing.
first time I didn't know how real that was. The first time I heard, remember "Same Girl" by R. Kelly and Usher, right?
Yes.
I was like, I love this song. This song is amazing.
Yeah.
And then I heard the real people, the original version of it. Same beat, same like concept, same everything. And I said, wait, what the hell is this? He was like, yo, Usher and R. Kelly stole that from them.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that happened. You know what I mean? Like, just blatant, I'm just taking it because if you try to take us to court, we got money, y'all don't. We're just going to keep postponing
dude, we got
this.
Universal, all these big labels behind us. It's really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I steal a song, I make $50 million. You take me to court, I settle for $350,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a win. Imagine you could steal something and every 6 months you had to pay $300,000.
Yeah.
That's a win. And publishing is so important. I just got finished watching Eric Sermon say The Weeknd sampled, I forget which one of his records. He only owned 4% of the publishing, but it's got streamed so much. His checks is $220,000 every 4 months.
I take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Sample me.
So understand what publishing is, understanding, all of them steal songs. Beyonce don't write all them damn songs.
Well, yeah, of course.
She put her name on them and tell you want a few dollars. Diddy ain't produced a goddamn song a day in his life. He'll just come in here, turn that up. Yep. Take that. Now it's a done deal. I put my name on it. And so the whole industry is about that. Do's movies, scripts get stolen all the time. But big bank take little bank. And if you ain't got no money, except on the street, you take something from me on the street, when a little guy run up in your coke spot or something, he gotta die. That just goes with the territory.
So y'all really not gonna listen to the Beyonce country album?
I'm not listening to
You're not gonna do the...
No, my daughter and wife might, they get out there. If I see them doing that, I'm going to throw a goddamn...
They going to do it.
I'm throwing
They going to do it. I'm telling you.
If
Listen.
I come into my house and I'm in the hall, what the hell? Swing your partner around and around, swing your partner down to the ground, in her voice, swing your partner around. I'll swear I'll throw a goddamn baseball at somebody's head.
Tell you, it's happening.
And these what is her team called? The Bays or the...
Beehive.
The Beehive don't play.
Yeah. They're going to be out there in cowboy hats. Spurs on their boots.
Yes.
What's going to happen? And somebody might come out with
and that's the power. That's the power of, you know what I'm saying, marketing, promotion, influence.
Yeah.
A lot of people she influences. Yeah.
All right, let's take some questions.
Let's get into some questions.
Before we get up out of here, man, we've been giving y'all some shows, man.
Yeah, we've been putting it in here for y'all.
We've been giving y'all some shows since we got back, man.
Yeah, we've been putting it in for y'all.
Hold on. Oh, somebody asked, how do we want to give out? How we gonna give out the books? Email us. info@urbanx.nyc. First two, get them.
Yep.
And shout out to Asham from our UX 90 gang. He turns 48 tomorrow.
All right, Asham 48. It's a good number.
My UX 90 gang.
Yes, gang.
Okay. Somebody should Odyssey gonna be like, look, Dad. Yeah, she is.
Oh yeah, Odyssey. I'm scared of her. I told you.
Yeah, she is. Somebody said they can keep beige Beyonce. Yeah, she looks crazy.
Yeah.
What's going on in the Congo? So in the Congo, they are trying to excavate. They're mining cobalt.
Yeah, which is in all the phones, computers,
computer
and these
batteries.
electric cars.
Yes, that as well. And what they're doing is they're U.S. governments, European governments, I think Chinese, like
They're all over there.
They're all over there, but they're funding these militias, these local militia groups with guns and stuff like that, for them to get their own people to kind of mine these things. So they get, and then they are funding the smuggling of the cobalt out of the country and things like that as well. So they're getting mad still. If you think it costs like $10 to make an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like $10 American dollars to make an iPhone, right? So and then they sell it for $1,200. You know what I'm saying? So think about the markup on that, the margins on that. That is crazy. And one of the most important ingredients of this phone, of these computers, these tablets, is this cobalt, which goes into batteries. That's
That's the heartbeat of it all.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Landon, you are correct. They're going to wind up giving Beyonce, like Malcolm said, the album of the year for a country album.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to smite everybody else. Because when other people control what success is through their award shows, Beyonce and Jay-Z got 58 Grammys.
Yeah.
That's a lot of goddamn Grammys.
Yeah.
You know, and so, that's how they're going to do it.
I did see the RFK commercial. I thought that was like, was that like an old JFK commercial that they just kind of put Robert Kennedy Jr.'s face on?
I'm
that?
not sure.
Because he apologized. He apologized to his family for, like, on Twitter. He said, "If my family," he looks like the black sheep.
RFK.
Yeah.
Yeah, Junior.
Because he like, what you apologizing to your family for?
Yeah.
I'm a Kennedy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, what we doing here?
Are the long sleeve shirts 29? We don't have long sleeve shirts.
We don't have long sleeve shirts. You talking about the sweatshirts? No.
If you're talking about sweatshirts, no. Yeah, we'll be out of business.
We used to do the long sleeve shirts, but
But I tried the long sleeve shirts and they didn't like them.
it's too much variety. Guys. Okay, if you want to run a business, right? You're starting out. A confused mind always says no.
Here's a gem.
Okay, this is a gem. A confused mind always says so. If you have a lot of variety,
Too confusing.
It's too confusing. People get stuck. They get anxiety and they they click off your website. We had so much stuff up there. I think we still got too much up there, to be honest.
Yeah.
We had so much stuff up there, and then we just like, people are confused here.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want, and I work here. You know what I'm saying? This is our stuff. I don't know what I want to wear half the time.
Yeah, all facts.
You know what I'm saying?
The limited edition stuff and limited variety is a big issue because people will be in the store just shopping and walk out with nothing.
Somebody said he's going to be VP. Did I say that? So I don't think he's going to be VP. I think Vivek is going for VP because he's been seen with Trump a lot lately.
Okay.
But Trump is trying to get the Supreme Court to hold off on the January 6th ruling, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. They might shut him down, bro. I think this is bold take. I think by June we're going to have new candidates. Both two new candidates.
For that final push.
Yes, I think we're going to have two new candidates.
Could be.
I saw Biden kind of trying to push Kamala, but people don't like her.
No.
They haven't seen her for 4 years.
We haven't seen her.
People
we don't know what
like
she's
her.
doing.
I think Gavin Newsom might be up. I don't know who it's going to be for Republicans, though.
Interesting.
But I think we're going to get two new people.
Somebody said, did you watch the Quiet Place movie trailer?
Oh, the day one. That looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
You know what also looks good? The new Planet of the Apes movie.
That looks crazy.
So it looks good because that's supposed to be like 100 years after Caesar, right? So from the trailer, it seems like there are like high society apes that are hiding information about how humans used to have all this amazing technology, but now humans look primitive.
Savages.
Yeah, he was just like, they used to talk across oceans. They used to know how to fly. Like, he said, it sounds crazy now, but they used to be able to do that. Now, that goes way back, and I'm going on a little tangent here, but it goes to there's a theory about the pyramids. how the pyramids were built and stuff like that, because there's nothing to explain it with now technology.
Right.
And back then. So they're saying that back then something cataclysmic must have happened to the earth where when the pyramids were built, there was futuristic technology that did exist, and then now we just don't have it, so there's no way to explain it. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I get it. You preaching to the choir, homie? All right, and with that being said...
With that being said, guys,
this one has been a good one.
We appreciate you being here. We appreciate all of the support. Go check out Katina Washington's book, Becoming Whole. If you want a free copy, we have 2 free copies. 2. Okay? Email us at info@urbanx.nyc. Go to shopurbanx.com as well to take place in the 29 for 29. Get some of this good stuff.
Yes.
Get some of this good stuff. We still got black and ball stuff left.
Yeah, we still got some embossed. Yo, take advantage.
Take advantage.
Yeah, almost going with the embossed stuff, but we might have your size or color, so take advantage.
People were talking about writing their own book because they were inspired by Katina. I have a free course on that.
You do have a free course
on that.
It's absolutely free.
Absolutely free. Go to blackfamilybiz.com. Go check that out.
Yes, because everyone has a story to tell.
Everyone has a story to tell, okay? And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Come on, 2-hour shows?
Yeah,
What's
man.
going
We
on
will
here?
see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Phil Valentine.
Phil Valentine.
Yes.
And then, Paige.
Peace.